Hey there, welcome back to Tennille Talks. This is a message about the divine dress code and the fact that you have always been dressed for success. Now, in this reading, when I'm talking about being dressed, I'm really talking about the energy that you are wearing, right? We are going to look at that energy almost as if it's a uniform. Now, I want you to think of your life as one huge red carpet. The beginning of the red carpet is going to be your infancy and your birth into this physical world. The end of that red carpet is going to be you finally stepping into your authenticity and remembering who you are, who you came to earth to be for everybody else to experience and to witness, right? And so life is our red carpet. And as we walk through life, as we walk down the red carpet, as we get closer to our destiny and to what was divinely designed for us, we are constantly changing our clothes. We're constantly changing our outfit. We are trying to find the outfit or the energy that matches best to who we are in our own divinity. And so at the beginning of life, at the beginning of your red carpet, right, at the beginning of your walk, you are destined for success. There is a level of generosity that earth is going to offer to you, right? You are going to have a generous amount of energy. Your intelligence is above average. These are some of the perks of being a divine being, right? And so the intelligence that you carry that will be above average is going to reveal itself artistically, creatively. It can reveal itself in your ability to overcome adversity without losing your kindness. Everybody endures struggle and challenge, but not everybody can get through that struggle and their challenge without losing the core or the character of their true nature. Some people just become the struggle. Some people just become the challenge. But because of your divinity and because of the strength and the power that you carry, you can go through darkness and still come out light. You always kind of find solutions to your challenges. There's an energy that flows through you that is lively and contagious. This is the energy that you walk in. And so the entire time you're walking through your life, you feel this energy, you recognize your energy, but you're trying to find the right clothes. You're trying to find the right outfit to match and to mimic what it is you feel and sense to be true about yourself. And so this is a lot of trial and error, right? And so as you're getting dressed for the red carpet event of your life, as you're leading up to the moment that you've been waiting for, I want you to consider that you also have to think about who is your plus one. Who are you taking with you? Who is going to arrive at the end of that red carpet with you? Not only are you taking them with you, but you've got to coordinate in whatever it is you're wearing. And so the outfit that you wear, the outfit that is divinely destined for you, it is uniquely your own. The person that comes with you, your plus one, has to also be uniquely walking in their own divinity. And so you almost need a date that has been through a lot of costume changes. They've tried on everything. Because by the time they get to the end of that red carpet, they need to know not what they are wearing, but who they are wearing. Think about the one question that everybody gets on the red carpet. Who are you wearing? On earth, there are really only two responses that you can offer. You're either designed by earth or you're designed by the Most High. You are walking in your earthliness or you are walking in the energy of your divinity. Before you find out the right costume and the right dress code for your divinity, you will be walking in many outfits that are packaged and fit for a earthly life, which means that all of your plus ones leading up to the main event are going to be very earthly and carnal. Because as you're looking for the right clothes to wear to match your own success, you're looking for people that have certain materials. You're looking for people that have access to finances, right? Your measure of success is everything that earth earth says is successful. So that's money, that's wealth, that's education, that's location, that's connection, that's status, right? We're looking for people that are dressed or value those things because we want to be successful. We want to have a plus one that matches and mimics our success. But as long as we are saying that earth is our designer, then we are really not even ever going to be able to make it to that event at the end of the red carpet because we haven't recognized our own divinity. Earth didn't dress a divine being. The Most High dressed a divine being. And so your life is a walk. It is a walk down a red carpet. And during this walk, you are trying to find the dress code that matches your divinity. Now, this is a long walk, y'all. This is a long walk. And so when you choose your costume, you are also choosing a plus one. Your plus one is going to be the mirror. Your plus one is going to mimic to you where you are on your red carpet and how much further you have to go to get to the moment you've been waiting for. Now, as a divine being, we are intuitive and empathic. We have visions. We carry a prophecy. Now, your life has its own individual prophecy about how it should unfold. But because you are a light one, your life is also a piece of a collective prophecy that is unfolding. And so your life has to unfold in order for the ripple effect to ripple the way it was intended to. Meaning that you're a divine being, it also reveals to you that you have a duty to other humans on this earth. Your duty to humanity is that you are going to serve them in some type of capacity, right? I'm trying to tie this together. It is not a complex message, but I don't want to miss a moment. It's like I have the moment, but I don't want to miss it. I have to connect it. Like I got to say it just right. And I'm trying to get it. So when you are dressed for earth, the outcomes of your walk are going to look and feel very earthly. And so when you pick your plus one and you pick your outfit for the red carpet, when you're walking and walking and walking, your experiences are going to be telling you if you are walking in the right dress code. One of the ways that divine beings recognize that they have walked in an outfit that is not their own is that they will become a victim. No divine being should ever be a victim. Even if you are being victimized, you have been given the gifts to be able to find the advantage in any situation you are in. Whenever you are in a situation and you cannot find the advantage, this is an earthly situation that you have aligned yourself to. This is a situation where you have not allowed your divinity to be used. Your divinity is fair game. It is fair game in every situation, and that is why you have it. But when you are dressed in an energy that is not your own, you are going to experience outcomes to problems that are not your own. Divine beings and light ones, we can get through anything. Right? When you start to become a victim of slander, when you start to be betrayed, when you are starting to experience just scammy people, scammy situations, right? When there is consistent uneasiness present in your life, it is because you are saying yes to something and saying no to yourself. You are saying yes to earthly experience, yes to earthly attire, and you are saying no to your own divinity. And so the outcome of your experiences are going to cause you dis-ease. You are going to be uncomfortable, right? You are going to have difficulty because you continue to risk your own spiritual wealth, your spiritual health, It's at risk of becoming ill because you are not honoring it, right? But think about all the different outfits that we have to try on in earth before we recognize that this was never my dress code. I was never supposed to be walking around and wearing or choosing and living life in the way that the rest of humanity did. There was just something different that I was supposed to wear and walk in. And so when we are going through troubles, it is really supposed to enlighten us to the fact that this outfit doesn't fit you. Take it off. Take those shoes off. Get that shirt off, right? That's not for you. When we are in relationships with others and when we constantly say yes to people, places, and things that don't reflect our own divinity, we become easy victims for freeloaders and abusers, right? Because we keep saying yes to the wrong stuff. And we're not even recognizing that there is a whole aspect of our being that we haven't engaged. This is the purpose of the walk. There is nothing wrong with this. This is just kind of how the walk lays out, right? And so nobody wants to be walking on the red carpet, trying to get to the end, trying to get to their main event. But the whole time you're getting beat up and kicked around, right? You're getting dragged down the red carpet. Nobody wants to get dragged or thrown or kicked throughout their life as they're trying to make it to their big event. But this is what will happen to divine beings. Because as you walk, you need to be walking in an energy that is your own. And it is absolutely imperative that you pick up the wrong energy first. You must walk through the earthly energies that do not fit you. You must wear them. You must try them on first to be sure that they are not your fit. You're Cinderella, right? You are Cinderella. I want you to think about Cinderella's shoe. That shoe can only fit Cinderella. But everybody else had to try it on. Everybody else had to recognize that it wasn't their shoe so that it could make it to its rightful owner. This is the same with energy. This is the same with your life. You're going to try on a lot of stuff until you find the thing that is truly fit and designed for you. And the way that you know something is not fit or designed for you is that the outcome is going to be tumultuous. It'll bring you pain. You're always going to be victims. You're going to go through, betrayal after betrayal, heartbreak after heartbreak, scandal after scandal. Why? Because we're walking in an energy or we're walking beside a +1 that doesn't match the energy that we were sent here to carry. All of this is okay. All of this is the experience, right? And so I want you to take a moment and I want you to think about your +1s. At some point, you had to make a choice in who you were. As soon as you make a choice in who you were, and as soon as you discover what it is you're supposed to be wearing, now the shift comes in who you choose to walk with you as you prepare for this final event. Now, initially, you were choosing people by how good they looked, or how good they felt, or how good they smelled. Some people just smell good, okay? Right? You're choosing people based on their car, their education, their status, their connections, right? Because Earth says this is what success looks like. And so I am going to buy the outfit that Earth says I need to buy to experience success. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But after you try it on again and again, relationship after relationship, you're following the method and the dress code for Earth, but it's taking you nowhere, right? You're getting these proposals and these invites. People are arriving with offers, but every offer is leaving you in victimhood. Like, why am I always a victim? I'm saying yes, but I'm really saying yes to my own victimhood because I keep ending up in the same space, right? And that's because the offers, the earthly offers that you get are distractions. They are facades. They are fake, right? They are not offers that represent your divinity. Everybody that approaches you to be your +1 is not divine. Some of them are earthly. Some people that approach you are never going to be able to walk in the divine dress code. They're never going to get the uniform change. They're never going to get the upgrade. That was not written for them. What was written for them is something totally different than what is written for you. Right? And so there's a level to your red carpet. There's an entire walk that you have to go through. But when you decide, when you get sick and tired of putting on things that don't fit you, you'll start to search, discover, and ask. You'll start to look, right? We talked about pain just recently. Pain has a way of waking you up and shaking you up, so much so that you can't help but change just to make it stop, right? So initially you were choosing people by what Earth said to choose, right? So we're talking about partnerships. Yes, this person has everything, but do they share? Are they sneaky? Are they honest? Are they trustworthy? Are they a prisoner to material things, right? That's also what we don't consider, is that sometimes people that have a lot of materials, cars, help, whatever, people that have a lot are actually a slave. If they take one day off, they fear that they'll lose something. They fear that they can't maintain something, right? You can't lose your divinity. Yes, we can take many seasons off when we're trying to sort ourselves out. But your divinity is real and true. It doesn't change. Things on earth, the tangible things, those are things that are going to change. They are guaranteed to change over time. Your money will go up and down. Your house can be immaculate, and then all of a sudden we've got things breaking and we need repairs. Your car is going to require maintenance, right? And so some people have tied their entire identity into things that are guaranteed to change. Well, who do you become when your assets start to go through shifts? Are you still who you say you are? And so when you tie yourself to divinity, that means through and through, no matter the situation or the circumstance, you are who you are and you have what you have. And so recognizing that when you are walking, you are wearing the energy and the stamp of the Most High, that should make you walk different. Now, I do want to mention that the biggest message here is that in the past, as you walked down that red carpet, you were dressed in energy that was not your own. You are forgiven. That was the journey. There is nothing wrong with that, right? After many seasons of being the victim, you almost wake up and you start to consider, what am I saying yes to? I keep getting in this same type of energy. I keep wearing these outfits, but I swore I took this off last week. How did I get back in this outfit again? Why am I walking in these painful pants, right? Every time I put these pants on, they cause me trouble. Why am I in them? This is a part of you walking and waking up on the red carpet. So then you start to think about, what am I offering? What proposals am I accepting? Who am I inviting in? Right? This is how you start to create a boundary. Sometimes you need to get dragged. Sometimes you need to be a victim. You need to experience abuse, or you need to deal with freeloaders so that you can better understand where you need to build your fence. Right? You are your first level of defense. So build the fence, right? Now, August 19th is our next full moon. This is the sturgeon moon. It is a full moon in Aquarius. Whenever we have a full moon, it brings us the energy of fully living amongst and within the power of the universe, right? The moon is most visible and bright when it is full. And so the full moon, it represents a peak of energy, a peak in potential, but it talks about strengthening something so much so that the achievement and the fulfillment of your goals is going to be seen or recognized, right? The full moon is it's a time of intensity. Sometimes situations become very intense, but if you give them enough time, they can kind of harmonize, right? And so every situation has its moments of highs and lows. Every situation, like the moon, has its phases, right? It's big and then it gets small again, right? And so sometimes you are going to be in situations that are going to be full of energy, full of potential. And I want you to know that you are walking into your own full moon. The version of the red carpet that you are on right now, you are walking into an energetic climax, right? You know you're here. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You've been preparing for this. You've been shifting and changing and growing and removing and shedding. And so finally, August 19th, it just represents a moment in time where you are going to start to see the things that you have been trying to develop and evolve in your own life for years at a time. Finally, they are here. But they could not have gotten here unless you created your boundary, right? And so we all want our fulfillment to come to us. But if we haven't put up a fence, well, then it's not for us. The fulfillment is not ours because we haven't protected it. And so you are being asked to make sure that when you get this divine wardrobe, I want you to think about when you go to the dry cleaners, okay? I don't know if I already said this. Anyway, when you go to the dry cleaners and you get your clothes back, most times they are going to be wrapped or packaged in some type of protective shield, right? A plastic bag or a zip-up bag, something, right? But something is around your outfit to keep it nice and clean and pristine and pressed, right? You need a boundary to put around the energy that you are going to be walking in to keep it nice and clean and pristine and pressed. This is your divine energy. And so here comes your new wardrobe change. Here comes the moment you've been waiting for to walk in the energy that you've always been taking those baby steps towards, right? This is your upgrade. You need to either build a new closet to protect what you have, or you need to get some dressers, you need to get some drawers. You need to make sure that you can put your clothes away to protect them, right? Nobody should be able to access your shirt, your socks, your shoes, or your pants. No freeloaders, no abusers, right? You shouldn't be allowing people to borrow any aspect of your attire. Nobody can borrow your clothes. I don't care if they say they're going to wash them and give them back or not. Your divine wardrobe is meant for you. And in the past, when you were giving yourself out freely and you weren't properly vetting the people that were entering your space, it left you devastated. And so now that you understand your own energy, now that you understand how you should dress, you also understand what you should extend and not extend to another. So what is worn for you, what is designed for you, what is made for you, the Most High tailored your outfit for you. Every measurement fits you. And so does it make sense to have this new, this new energy, but yet you're throwing it away for somebody else to wear, right? And sometimes our own empathy, sometimes our own psychic gifts. This is really how you develop them. You have to misuse them for a period of time before you understand their true power, before you understand how they really should be used. And so you know who you're wearing. You know that you are walking in your divinity. When I'm talking about your wardrobe and walking in your divinity, I'm talking about the fact that you are wearing love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. The fruits of the Spirit. Many people are going to be walking in the fruits of the flesh, but you in your divinity are walking in the fruits of your spirit. Right? Now these fruits, this divine gift that you've been given to walk in, it will allow you to flourish in business. It gives you a vast knowledge. You can tap into your imagination. If you've never really had an opportunity to develop or to create your own educational path, then you can do that. Let's just talk about school for a minute. The first 12 years or so, honestly, the first 18 years of life, we are in a system. We are a part of an institution that is telling us how we need to live in this life. School is getting you to the point where you can live independently on earth. And so it's shaping every aspect of you so that you can live in this society successfully, right? But the way that you are shaped to live on earth does not match divinely what you are called to do on earth. And so the majority of the walk, the beginning of your walk is really not about you. It's about the space that you are in. It's about the people that you are living with. It's about the culture, the custom, the language. It's about how your environment is structured. But that structure, that environment is not an indication of who you are, right? But we learn this. We learn this. This is something that had to be discovered. You had to be dishonest. You had to be deceptive. You had to lack integrity. You had to not trust yourself enough times. You had to piss yourself off enough times, right? You had to misuse your own divinity and get it wrong so much so you truly were mastering how to get it right. And so now when people are saying to you, who are you wearing? You're wearing the Most High, right? Some people are like, oh, I'm wearing Versace, I'm wearing Louis, I'm wearing Prada, I'm wearing Fendi. I mean, the choices are endless on earth. I mean, when you're thinking about wardrobe, earth is going to give you anything you want to put on. Their earth has got it. Every color, every size, every pattern, earth has gotten, they've got millions of designers, right? Take your pick. And the average human is going to take their pick. And they're going to be dressing in all kind of stuff, right? Thinking that they're getting ready for the end of the red carpet for this main event, only to get there and to recognize that wasn't the energy of the Most High. That was the energy of the earth, right? This is the big illusion. This is the big illusion. You come down here, you forget who you are, you forget who dressed you, you forget what you're wearing, you put on a whole bunch of stuff that isn't yours, right? Every time you wear something that's not yours, you're living through these experiences that really don't align with you, but you haven't recognized that you got to kind of strip and get naked. You got to take that energy off. That outfit wasn't for you, right? This is the walk of the red carpet. This is the walk of our life. And so this full moon represents that something is fully coming into its potential. Something is becoming intense, right? And so you've established a boundary. Make sure that you are protecting your fulfillment. And there is a difference between earthly fulfillment and divine fulfillment. And now that you learn that, you have learned how to protect it. You've learned how to set up a boundary. Your standards aren't changing. Your integrity is solid, right? You are not going to waver. You honor your space, and anybody that comes close to you needs to honor your space. The boundaries that you have set up are healthy. You're not going to play small. Right? This is your space. This is your way. And you are unapologetic about how you are going to stand your ground. This is what you've done. This is what you've become. And now that you establish a boundary, now you can be given the proper wardrobe, the proper energy, your divine dress code, right? This is it. This is the event you've been waiting for. You're about to get dressed. And if you have a +1, because +1s aren't required, if you have a +1, trust that your +1 has gone through the same walk down the same red carpet that you have, right? And every time you make a choice that favors your divinity or favors your authenticity, it's almost like you have jumped a timeline. You have quantum leaped somewhere else. And so when you jump a timeline and you quantum leap to a new location, you start to meet people that have also taken that leap. You start to meet people that have the same energy that you were in. You meet people that have that found their divine wardrobe. And so the next full moon, I want you to make sure that your boundaries are established. I want you to understand your fulfillment, where it begins and where it ends. I want you to consider the offers and the invitations that are coming your way. Not all of them are sent from the divine. Some of those offers and invitations are going to be very earthly. At this point in your journey, what do you accept? What do you invite? Right? Sometimes when people are really offering or inviting you to do something, they're really asking if they can borrow your clothes. But they're not going to say that, but that's what they're asking for. And so you need to have a boundary up. You need to protect what you have. And this has been your red carpet walk. Nothing to be ashamed about, right? And now that you understand what fulfillment is, now you understand how to protect it. It was never going to come from earth. It was always going to come from within. And so listen, This is that moment where it's almost like the light has finally taken over the darkness, right? This is the time where you rise. This is where you shine, right? You are coming out of the darkness to be reborn. And everything about you needs to reflect this rebirth. This is a time to start new projects. This is a time to get new plans. This is a time to get into action. This is where you become the best version of yourself. And so every aspect of you is truly gone through some type of energetic upgrade. And so whenever you hear this, the messages are timeless. I did mention the full moon that is going to take place August 19th, 2024. Whenever you hear this, I want you to consider whatever full moon is about to come next. Okay? Because the energy of the full moon, it is the same all the time, and the only difference is the sign that the full moon falls in, but the energy and the potential of what a full moon does, it doesn't change. Okay, I hope that this message was beneficial. I hope it made sense. I love you so much, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.